Taurus, welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I'm Ronique. Welcome to your May 2022 month ahead reading. I hope you all are doing well. Taurus, you are having a big year, as is Scorpio, since we are now into eclipse season. Actually, all of us will experience all of the energy, but Taurus, we just came out of your eclipse on April 30th, and then in May, on the 18th, we will actually experience, it's actually the 16th, we will experience that full moon eclipse in Scorpio. So welcome, Taurus. Let's take a look at what the weeks have in store for you. Please take a look in the beginning of this video. I have a description of all the important dates for May, and we're actually going to pull 2 cards for each week just to get a better idea, Taurus, of how these energies are playing out for you. Do take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs, as well as take a look at the eclipse videos on Scorpio Soul Time to get even more insight for you. Okay, so that first week of May, we have the Hangman in reverse, number 12. And we have the Four of Swords in reverse. So usually when that Four of Swords is upright, it means rest. Four of Swords in reverse could be you all might need to not be taking a rest. You need to be doing forward motion, that type of thing. Second week, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. And we have the Three of Cups upright, that second week. The third week of May, we have the Nine of Cups upright and the Six of Swords in reverse. And then that fourth week, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. And lastly, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. So Taurus, let's take a look at this energy and see how this is playing out for you. So I can already tell you all are opening up the month, Taurus, on a very interesting note, because we have here both the Hangman in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse. And I'm going to hold this Hangman up so you can see it. It's a really intricate card, but usually we have the picture of, you know, a man hanging from one leg, and he literally is like has a halo around his head, and he's needing either there's some type of confusion or waiting on a verdict of something, but when it's in the upright position, or I should say the reverse, which we got, often that means enlightenment. And so it could mean that instead of you hanging, you're now actually upright and you're getting clarity around some type of situation. That paired with the Four of Swords, usually Four of Swords, like I said, refers to you needing rest, but I look at the Four of Swords in reverse as it's no longer time for rest. You need to look back on what things you were doing when you were resting, but now maybe you have enlightenment over something you need to get started on. And remember, we just came out of you all's eclipse there on April 30th. So to me, this energy really is coming from you all's solar eclipse. What new things did you get started? Were you enlightened? Are you kind of like you set the seeds and now you're like ready to get started? So this to me is like you getting ready for whatever your next steps are here in May, Taurus. That second week of May, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, and we have the Three of Cups. Really nice energy. This means whatever you were getting clarity on, it didn't keep you down. You were actually excited to get that news because it meant that you were able to celebrate. Maybe some really good news came in for you. That second week of May, we do have Jupiter moving into Aries. So this could be some type of information around something to get up and go, like that Aries energy. Jupiter expands, whatever that is. Maybe you got some clarity around what no longer is serving you, and you're able to celebrate and move on, whether that's with friends or colleagues. But this is a really nice energy when you get the Ten of Swords in reverse, because it means something didn't get you down. You were able to move on, get clarity, and actually celebrate from that. So that's really nice to see, Taurus. The third week of May, we have the 9 of Cups and we have the 6 of Swords in reverse. That third week of May, we do have the Sun moving into Gemini, as well as Mercury retrograding into Taurus. Remember, Mercury starts its retrograde May 10th in Gemini, but then it actually moves into Taurus, still in retrograde by that third week of May. So I really feel like you all have some celebrating to do. That 9 of Cups to me signifies like some type of wishes have been fulfilled. With the 6 of Swords, you've moved away from something that was negative, or maybe you're still working on moving away from something that was negative. The 6 of Swords could stem from that 10 of Swords that you were moving past and celebrating from. So this, to me, this third week of May really looks like it's mirroring almost that second week of May, because you have the Cups and you have the Swords energy. You're moving away from something, and that 9 of Cups really feels like that 3 of Cups energy when you were celebrating with friends and family. Maybe now you have set wishes into action that you had already did at the beginning of the month, like I said, after you all's eclipse at the end of April. And it really feels like you all are moving ahead with some really good energy, and you're feeling good about where you're moving forward to as opposed to looking back. And then that fourth week, we have the 9 of Swords in reverse and the 4 of Wands in reverse. So I do sense that there could be some kind of old lingering energy from whatever you were dealing with that 10 of Swords and the 6 of Swords, because this 9 of Swords is that energy of like you still feeling bogged down by it. But with it in reverse, Taurus, I feel like you're working through it. The 4 of Wands is always a nice energy. Could be you getting together with a partner, possibly some type of wedding or celebration. You have a lot of like celebratory things going on here. 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and now this 4 of Wands. Even though this 4 of Wands is in reverse, I sense that you just have some lingering tension still, you know, just the everyday doldrums of life, right? Maybe you're working too hard, maybe you're tired, maybe you're not able to celebrate with friends the way you would like to, but overall it's a really nice energy. So by the time you get to the end of May, that fourth week, we do have a new moon in Gemini. Mars is conjunct Jupiter, and Venus moves into Taurus, and Mars moves into Aries. So I really think by the end of the month, Taurus, it's really looking like this celebratory energy is like going to last throughout the month. I think it helped that you had that jump start kickoff, if you will, at the end of April with the eclipse in you all sign. So I think May is going to be really positive for you all. I would say right around though that full moon in Scorpio on May 16th, right around the second or third week, just pay attention to any messages that may come to you. This also might be celebratory news or something that comes to light at that time. Okay, Taurus, it looks like a good May ahead. I hope you all have a great May 2022, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.